If you are new, thank you so much for joining. And if you're returning, welcome back. I am Aaliyah with LXF, that's League of Extraordinary Fitness. So please subscribe to the channel to get updates on OCR questions and maybe some other tips. So today's question, excellent question, is how do you dry your wet hands before an upper body or grip obstacle? Reasons your hands might be wet. Maybe you're somebody who sweats a lot. That's fine, I won't judge. Maybe you just went through a water obstacle. Maybe the water obstacle was a couple obstacles back, and maybe it's raining. Those are typically the times when you're trying to dry your hands. And how do you approach that? Well, one option is carry a little towel cloth in a waterproof bag, Ziploc bag. Stick it in your shorts, if you carry a fanny, and then just pop it open, dry those hands. Okay, it will be dry through the water obstacle. You can dry your hands as you approach the upper body or grip obstacle. That does not really work if it's raining. Okay, because then that grip obstacle is already still going to be wet. Doesn't matter. Okay, you could dry your hands off a little bit, but as you go through it, it's still going to be wet. Then other option or scenario is that your hands are just wet from a previous water obstacle or your sweat. And so when I run, I'll try to run with my hands open so the air dries them. If I have any dry spots on your shirt, unless you're someone who sweats a lot, you probably won't have many dry spots. So try to use an article of clothing if you have something that's a spot that's dry on you. Typically, my shoulder, something like that, if I'm wearing a t-shirt, will help. If you have long hair and you haven't gone through a water obstacle, you can kind of wipe it off on that. Then you use your surrounding areas. You can pick up some dirt and you kind of rub your hands in it, and then I blow on them. So that way, I don't want the grittiness to interfere with the obstacle, but the dryness of the dirt and the wind will help create friction. Or you have grass, dead grass is really good, leaves, whether dead or hanging from trees, and the tree bark. So sometimes as I'm running, I'll just wipe my hands along a tree. Definitely don't want to touch poison ivy, poison oak, or anything like that. So mind yourself when you do that. Those are the best ways to dry your hands as you approach your water obstacle. So if you haven't done so already, shoot me a question and subscribe. And next week, what are we going to talk about? Wouldn't you like to know? I'd like to know. Ha, no, just kidding. I know. And it's how do you decide your race plan? And that includes race pace. So tune in next week. See you then. I'm Aaliyah with LXF.